Hi, my name is Gavin. I'm one of the lead designers here at Wildebloom, and today I'm going to be showing you how to sew a blind stitch. This is a very useful hand stitching technique. It can be applied to almost anywhere on your garment, and if you can master this technique, you will feel very, very confident with your hand sewing going forward. I can't wait to show you. Okay, so to sew our blind stitch or slip stitch, we're going to need a few ingredients. First of all, we're going to need the hem or the piece of fabric that we're going to be blind stitching. We're going to want to have a thimble. You're going to want your snips, and you're going to need your needle with a piece of thread. When you're doing a blind stitch, you want your thread to match your fabric as closely as possible. I'm using a red just so that you guys will be able to see very clearly what it is that I'm doing, and you can see just how small you want the stitch to look on the outside. So we're going to grab our needle, and we're going to begin our stitch. So with my left hand, I'm going to hold my fabric, and with my right hand, I'm going to put on my thimble. I use the thimble on my middle finger to push the needle, and I just use my index finger as a guide. So I have my fabric in my left hand, and I'm using my needle with my thimble on my right hand. I'm going to go ahead and start my stitch. So to initiate my stitch, first of all, my hem is folded double like this. It doesn't have to be exactly double if you'd rather that this part is just 1 centimeter and then your overall fold is 2. Obviously, it just depends on how you're folding, but for this case, I like it double folded because it gives a bit more robust structure. So I'm going to come in from the side here, and a lot of people will tell you to initiate your stitch with a knot in your thread, but this is actually not really the standard way for professionals because you wind up getting a really awkward bulk that you can feel with your fingers. So what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm pulling in my loose thread. I'm going to leave a bit of a tail. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch in the same place just through one layer of fabric 2 to 3 times. That's going to essentially create a knot in the fabric, but it's a lot less bulky and it's a lot more consistent than putting a knot in your thread. So as you can see, I've got this little knot in my fabric. Now, if I pull, I'm ready to initiate my stitch. I don't have anything wrong. The other thing is, when you're doing something like a hem, it may be really, really long, so you might be tempted to make your thread as long as your hem. I really recommend you don't do this. You don't want your thread to be more than an arm's length long, or else it's likely to get tangled, you get knots in your thread, you wind up with all sorts of issues. If you make it your arm's length, you can always put these knots anywhere in your stitch, and you can even bury it a little bit deeper under your fold so that no one can see it. That just allows you to stop and start the stitch whenever you want and keep your thread arm's length rather than having to deal with these very, very long threads and getting them tangled all the time. This is our starting point, and what we're going to do is we're going to go directly next to it on our fabric. So I'll show you. And what we want is we only want to grab about 2 to 3 fibers. So if you see, it's really the tiniest amount of fabric possible. Then we're going to go right back up next to where we started, as you can see there. And we're going to push in between the layers of our fold. So I'm not coming through that fabric, I'm going in between. And then I'm using the crease line that I've pressed in as my edge. That's where my needle is going to come out. I'm going to push out. And I'll give it a nice tug for tension. Make sure I'm not over pulling, not under pulling. Now again, I pull my thread out of the way to see that exact point, and I'm going to go right next to it again. And I'm just grabbing about 2 to 3 threads from the body of the fabric. The thinner your needle, the easier it is to do this. So I'm going to push that through, pull. And again, I'm going to go right back up, right next to that stitch that I just did, through my folded fabric, I'm not going to go through both layers. I'm just going in between the two layers, and I'm poking out where my curve is. And push through. See, and now you can't even see it, right? And what I'll show you is that on the back side, do you see how on the back side, all you see is these tiny little nubs? Even in the red, you can barely see them. And especially when you use a thread that matches the color of your fabric, it's going to essentially disappear. And on the inside as well. So we're just going to repeat that process all the way down the hem. I decided that there were a few things that I wanted to show you as examples of what not to do. So as I carried on with my stitch, I've made a few intentional mistakes so I can show you. So the first thing that I wanted to show is what happens if we grab too much of the body fabric with our needle. So if I flip this around, you'll see that here we had a little prick, little prick, little prick, little prick, and then suddenly we have this huge amount of thread, right? It's about 3 times the size as our other small bits. So this is going to make your stitch really obvious, and it's also quite ugly because it's very hard to get that line to be exactly straight. So this is why it's really important that you just grab a few threads. When we bury our thread in that folded line, we don't run the risk of these sort of things happening. I made a similar mistake on purpose further down the way. So this is to show why, as I said, we grab our small bit of fabric, right? And after we pull out, we come right back up through where we started. And I wanted to show that if we don't do that, if we come back, if let's say we've done our stitch through our fold, and we come out in this position, and instead of going down right next to it to pick up our fabric, we come from this stitch point over to here and we pick up the fabric like so. Then notice that we have another red thread visible on the back side. Again, this is going to allow movement in the fabric, which may distort your finishing, and it's also going to make that thread exposed and more likely to snag. It's also going to create more gaps between your fold layer and your body fabric. All of those things are prone to being snagged on jewelry, on your heels, on your toes, on your fingers, and so we just really want to avoid any situation where it could be snagged. Whereas if we look back at the initial example, that's a really tight, robust stitch. It's really hard to snag something. It's really hard to wind up ripping any of that thread, and so that's going to stay much stronger, much longer than something like this. So even though it takes a bit of time to make sure that you get precise with your positioning on your stitches, it's really important to do that for the longevity of your stitch. Otherwise, you're going to wind up redoing, and redoing this stitch all the time, and you're going to be very frustrated. The final simple mistake that I wanted to show is that if you look on the outside, you'll notice that we have a very consistent distance between each of these points. And that's because as I'm sewing, I'm making sure that the amount of time spent in this, or rather I should say, the amount of distance traveled in between my folds is approximately the same. Generally, that's by eye and also by feel of how far I'm pushing the needle into my finger, right? And so what happens is that sometimes we're stitching a bit quick, we get kind of lazy, and we wind up, sometimes we're going through only this much, sometimes we're going through, a very, very large portion. The final thing that I want to show you is just how to finish your stitch. So the first thing I'm going to check is I'm going to make sure my tension is consistent, that it's even. I'm going to pull across, I'm going to make sure it looks good. Then on my last position here, I'm tugging my thread, and I'm going to do my final grab of the body fabric with my needle. 2 threads, 3 threads max. Okay, come right back up through, Then what I'm going to do is, I like to do this on the underside of my fold if possible, but where not possible, it's okay to just do it on the visible section as well. But maybe for this sake, I will just do it right here on the corner. So on the edge of my fold, I'm not going through the body fabric right now, only through the fold. I'm going to pull through my thread, and I'm going to make a loop, and I'm going to stitch through my loop. And I'm going to do that 2 to 3 times. So again, I'm stitching through my folded section, not through the body. I'm creating a loop with my thread, putting my needle through the loop, and pulling. Now, that knot is fully secure. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take my needle through my folded section, and I'm going to go pretty deep through the folded area, and I'm not going through the body. I'm going to pull that loose thread. Now I've already made that strong knot, so I don't need to make any more knots. I can set down my needle. I'm going to pull a bit of tension into my thread, and I'm going to snip right next to the fabric. Now the tip of that thread is buried inside there. It's never going to come out. I've got my strong knot there to make sure it doesn't come undone. And I'm going to go back to the beginning of my stitch, where the thread here, I did the same thing, right? I buried it in the body a little bit. So what that means is I can snip really close again, and that tip of my thread is going to be buried inside. We have a beautiful blind stitch on the front side. Yours will be very nice and consistent like the beginning of mine. You're not going to make these mistakes because I've shown you how to avoid them. If you can master this stitch, you really will be able to hand sew just about anything. I really thank you for your time, and I can't wait to see what you make.